All right, so this one, we're covering drama. We're covering drama, and I think
it hits home for us too.
Yeah, actually, this is the first time we covered like actual drama, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Other than that, well, I would say the Erica Lynn Beck getting mad at AI songs, but I don't.
Did anything ever come of that?
The AI person said sorry and took the video down, and then just kept making AI covers.
Cool.
Yeah. But don't worry, there's an AI law that says if you want an AI data, if it passes, if you want an AI database, you have to clearly say every single thing you put in the AI for it to steal from, every single time you add anything new. So people who have copyright can just look through the list and then sue you.
Very nice. I like that.
But besides the point, Jeff Grubb, I hope I spelt it right. Jeff Grubb isn't, I hope I got the right name. Was on a podcast and said at some point there was going to be a Dead Space 2. It had a code name. They didn't start developing it. It had a code name. It was shelved because Dead Space 1 remake didn't sell.
Which is actually very surprising to me, at least.
It's surprising, but on the other hand, it's not. Because it's a $70 remake of a game that you could buy at all times for $10.
True.
Right? So which is my main issue with $70 games, is that if people are companies are way too dependent on that price point, it's gonna flop.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it looks beautiful. I have yet to play the remake.
I've played some of it. I haven't finished it, but it is a very faithful remake.
From
the little I've played of it.
No hate to the Dead Space remake. None at all.
Resident Evil 4.
Resident Evil 4, I'll talk trash on any day. But apparently at some point it was on the table, it was taken off, maybe for single player reasons or not. The studio is going to do 2 games at a time. They already know the next 2 games. Mm-hmm. So that was going to be the news. That's what I wrote. But however, EA apparently had to write a post essentially going, "Nuh-uh, we weren't doing that. Nope. Never was an idea." And then Jason Schreier, my favorite corporate video game bootlicker, who only shows up and says, "Here's my reporting," whenever it's in the favor of a corporation, meaning he had the information the whole time and just never said a damn thing, cough, cough, like what he did with Activision Blizzard, knowing about all the sexual assault, but he saved it and let someone else broke the story so that way he can sell it as a book. He also said, Jeff Grubb's wrong. The project was never in development, and it was shelved. Shelved means they had the idea for it, meaning Jeff Grubb was right.
Yeah, Jeff Grubb never said it was in development. He specifically said it was never in development. It was on the table.
It had a code name, and that's really it.
So I don't know. So the question that I want, the answer I really want is, what was the point of EA saying, no, it was never on the table? What do they get out of saying that it was never happening?
Yeah, because let's be real. Dead Space Remake was the only EA game that people have genuinely cared about in the past 10 years.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, think of EA. EA used to be like the guy, like in like the 360 PS3 days, like early, not late, early. They were the guys. Everyone voted them as the worst company like 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
No one likes them. They are not gaining anyone's graces by just like saying we're never making a Dead Space 2. Because let's just take this from a corporate perspective, right? Mm-hmm. Some guy said, hey, the thing everyone wanted, they're not going to make it. And EA could have just said, didn't sell enough.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
But no, they dug their grave and said, no, we were never going to make it. What gave you that foolish idea?
Which then begs the question, why would you remake just one game when people like the second one more?
Exactly!
Especially when the first game plays fine. You can play it right now. If you have an Xbox or a Steam, you could play it right now and it's fine. oh, the gameplay's stiff. It's supposed to be stiff. It's a horror game. So the question is, it's technically speaking a useless remake. Good, yes, but useless. People want you to remake the trilogy. I don't know why you didn't just do what, I don't know why EA didn't do what they did with the Mass Effect trilogy they did like 2 years ago, where they just remastered the hell out of the 3 games and then released it for $70. I'm more accepting of $70 if it's 3 games.
More than one game in a single bundle. Yeah, I would bet $70 on that.
Add
on
stuff,
a Dead Space remaster trilogy.
Because the Mass Effect trilogy collection is really good. It's like actually like fantastic. So I don't know why EA would do that. And of course I hate Jason Schreier, but that's beside the point. But like the fact that everyone was immediately like bootlicking for once bootlicking and agreeing with EA.
Yeah, of all people.
Why?
I thought the whole thing. Everyone agreed. EA bad. That's the meme.
That's literally
it's the meme. EA bad.
Remember they canceled the Alice games, but they're gonna make a TV show out of it. Hold on.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's look at the EA list of IPs, right? Let's just remind everyone, okay? They have Dragon Age, which has been having a sequel made since 2016. It's nowhere close to being out. Okay.
Forgot about that.
The last bunch of games they made. Oh, there is no... Okay, here we go. This is the 2020 list. Okay. F1. Another expansion for The Sims in a sequel that was critically panned after a sequel that was critically panned after Sims 2. Okay. EA Sports. Was it WRC? Which is, it's a racing thing because they bought Codemasters because they didn't want to make racing games, and Codemasters has like 3 racing IPs.
Gotcha.
So they lazily bought Codemasters to make racing games. Remember Immortals of Avun?
I do.
The game that bombed?
I forgot that came out.
Let's see, Sports Games, another Sims expansion. Super Mega Baseball 4, which was a sports game that was made by an indie developer that they bought. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. All right, that's a good game.
Good game. Yeah, very nice.
You know,
mobile game.
Mobile game. Wild Hearts, which
what?
Okay.
I've never even heard of that.
Dead Space remake.
Yeah.
Need for Speed Unbound, which they did not advertise at all because I think they only keep Criterion games because they got mad that Burnout sold more than Need for Speed and so they just bought them.
Sports games.
Sims. Another game they didn't make that's Codemasters.
Yep. Oh, Battlefield 2042.
Yeah, remember how great that game was?
That was such a financial...
Why would you ever be like, oh yeah, dude, this is a corporation that I trust, when a guy who is pretty accurate whenever he gets sources, Jeff Grubb, because he's done stuff like this before, and he's right a lot and admits if he's wrong on something. I believe him more than I believe EA and Jason Schreier. That's all I'm saying. All right? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
What? So, yeah, sorry if you liked Dead Space 1 and Dead Space is dead again. Callisto Protocol 2, I'm pretty sure, is also not going to happen.
Was it ever going to?
I don't know.
Were they planning on a sequel?
I don't know.